Oh, get out of the sunlight. What's up, Facebook? Not Facebook. I'll be doing like Facebook Live. What's up, YouTube Live? All right, this is Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador of My Brother Spot. Let's see if we can catch this. That may be better. All right. All right, how y'all doing out there? Let's see what's going on.
Progressive makes it easy to get a quick commercial auto quote online, so you can get back to all your other to-dos.
Wow.
Didn't I say trim?
Let me see if I could get it darker.
See if you can save money at progressivecommercial.com.
My sister's kid.
It's hot in here. Let's see.
We were able to use Google Ads geo-targeting to tap into major US cities. Overall, we were getting a 15 times return on ad spend. Google Ads helped us grow globally.
Hear that, y'all? Google search engines. It's where people making money. It's where people making money. Brothers and sisters, we have to get on to the online how you make money. Being cheap, you ain't gonna make money. Get with My Brother Spot. We have the best rates, and we can get your online business out there. Let's see if here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just got back from Atlanta Barber Salon Suite. Well, Atlanta Barber Lounge Suites. Very interesting, man. Very loud. You know how we do it. And it wasn't really bad, but I wish I would have had better interviews. I tried my best. I'm getting better at it. I'm not as good yet, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get better at it. Let's see. Yeah, it was a real nice day today in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, thank you. Thank you for liked and sub. It was a beautiful day in Atlanta, Georgia, man. And, you know, I was in the city. If you look at some of my newest lives, it's very loud, people out, vibrant, pollen everywhere, man. Like the trees are having sex like crazy. It's, oh my God. I never knew trees could be busting that much. Like people that have sinus, I feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have sinus, so the pollen doesn't really bother me. But man, people have sinus, and you in Atlanta around this time, jeez, I feel bad for you. Oh man, the world, you guys. If you guys are here if you guys are from America, bless you, man. Bless you. We're blessed to not have bombs flying over us. Be blessed that we have the opportunity to eat every day. Be blessed that, you know, we have some type of control over our lives. Because when I was, you know, overseas and I was in the Navy, A lot of country, a lot of people, they don't have a lot of the freedoms that we have, and I'm just being straight up. And the media hides it, and we just have to sit back and be straight up with ourselves sometime and be like, yo, we lucky. And brothers and sisters, we have to stop fighting so much with each other, stop killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Is meaningless, really. Why? And then it starts like generational. You kill my uncle, I kill your people, this, that, and it's just, we have to squash that. We have to squash it, and that's what my brother spot's about. We're trying to be peaceful. My YouTube channel is about Black-owned business. Peace, being peaceful, and just promoting Black-owned businesses. It doesn't mean we hate other ethnicities. It's a necessity. A lot of our businesses really don't have a lot of capital to get promoted out there. So that's what I'm doing. That's my purpose in life for now, is to help Black-owned businesses, because a lot of Black-owned businesses they're going out of business. A lot of people don't have a lot of money in America, but we do have freedoms. What I recommend a lot of people do is learn how to grow food in your yard. If you're in California, I know they're trying to stop individuals, people that live in single family homes. Houses, because of water shortages, but they just don't want you growing food. They want you to eat their food. That's just a California thing. That's just the way it is. But if you're in, the Midwest, South, whatever, learn how to grow, a garden. Get you some topsoil, and grow above the ground. It's a lot of instructional videos that's on YouTube that you can find. And I'm looking at them because I'm gonna start growing my food, and eventually I am gonna get a chicken coop, because I could eat from eggs. Let's say if we had an issue with eating, chickens, I think they lay a couple eggs every other day. I'm not sure. I have to research that. They become adults really quick. When they get older, chickens, I think 4 to 6 years old or something like that. You gotta kill one of them and eat them, and you got your meat, you got your eggs, you have your plants in your yard. You have your blueberries, you have your cabbages, your collard greens. You could, in California, you could grow avocados. I think I could grow avocados here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, in Atlanta, it's so many lakes and rivers where you could just fish for free. So it's fish everywhere. You put a, fishing pole right in a river or a lake, and you got food. So, but if everyone's doing that, the fish it'd be overfished. There's that many people here in Atlanta. So we have to find other means of eating, because food is gonna keep going up, especially with this war. It looked like it's gonna last pretty long. So as Americans, we still lucky because we can improvise. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys check out my other videos that I did today. I guarantee you it'll be pretty interesting to you. And I'm just glad I was there to promote some of these brothers and sisters' businesses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was on Facebook this morning, and I read that it was a guy that put solar dishes on, not solar dishes, but the panels on his on his Tesla, and it worked. He was charging up for free. I don't know if that's a true story, but he was charging for free, charging up for free. So that was interesting. Latinas are ours alone. You will. I was the first person to start watching your. Oh, Giovanni. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's cool. That's what's up. Okay. You was the first one to watch today, or just the first live stream I've ever done? Which one? I guess today. Yeah, so you seen it. And you know what happened? I was thinking that it was a signal problem. It wasn't a signal problem. My phone was overheating. Man, it was humid today too. It wasn't like whatchamacallit humid, like it wasn't Louisiana or Florida humid, but it was pretty humid today. Oh yeah, today. Okay, Giovanni, for sure. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to get to the tilt because, it was some young people there, and when it get late, they may start shooting. You know what I'm saying? And you could carry here. I have my gun in my core, but I don't want to shoot nobody. I don't want to be in no shootout. I ain't seen too many shootings back home in LA. I don't even. But I saw the liquor getting passed around, drinking. More men were coming. There was a lot of females coming. And in the South, they fight over females. Like where I'm from, we're more accorded. We don't really fight too much over females. If you fight over a female and you kill another brother over female in LA, you're a mark. You're a buster. You're a weenie. You know what I'm saying? It's really true what Snoop used to say. And I don't call him that, but he say, we don't love them. That's just a mentality back home. They do love their women, but, back in the days, we call women tricks because they always run game and they could get you killed. So that's where that came from in LA. Back in the days, don't ever fight over no female. And I recommend brothers in the South, stop fighting over these females and killing over them, especially in New Orleans. Stop that jealous streak. It's a gang of females in this world. Why are you letting them rev you up and you gonna go at another dude and just kill it? That's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? So I know the South mentality, and I got street smart. So it started getting dark, and I seen a lot of women. I seen guys looking. I seen a couple guys getting attitudes because this dude talking to a girl. That was weird to me. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to mash out because I know Quinn to let me know if something happened, but I felt like because it was in an alley, like a cool little alley right by the Skyview Ferris wheel. And I'm telling you, I know some of them cats had they gats on them, had they hammers. So it's cool. It's nothing about being, afraid, because, I'd be more afraid at home in LA. A lot of people in Atlanta are very friendly, but, they hot-blooded. So, I think that was smart. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be caught up in there, in the alleyway, and there's only 2 or 3 places you could go inside the buildings. And if everyone go in there, you may catch a bullet. And that ain't going to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm way too witty, and I'm older. So I remember we hanging out on the Shaw and Chris Shaw, coming back from Southern University sometime in high school too. And you kicking it on, Crenshaw, and you chilling like this, looking at all the females, pass by going, hey, that's how they said, what's up back in the days. And we on the Shaw, we like, what up, what up, what up? You know what I'm saying? They pass right by, and then next thing you know, we not even paying attention. There's other guys from other neighborhoods coming on the Shaw, and they just start shooting. Go, 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 go. Man, we were so blessed we never caught no bullets. But that's just being young. You just want to be out there and you want to, be in the action. But as a 53-year-old man, I just wanted content. I wanted to show my subscribers, what Atlanta really looks like, how businesses get down, how, people from different parts of the country come together at a barbershop. You had Baltimore barbers. You had a Boston barber, Quentin. He's one of my barbers. He's from Boston. He was there. You had a brother from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? It was a melting pot. It was a melting pot of people. You had a brother sharing talking about his book. From Jersey. It's a big melting pot. I'm from LA. So, and then you had your Atlanta people. So, as a matter of fact, one dude that moved up from Macon, it's just a big melting pot, and that's how LA is. Nowadays you'll barely find an LA native. Majority of the LA natives live in San Bernardino, Riverside, Vegas, Phoenix. Some of them went up to Oregon, So Atlanta's going to turn into that, unfortunately, because it's going to get more expensive, and the people who are used to cities and got gentrified know what to do, how not to get gentrified this time. So that's how ahead New Yorkers and Philly people and all that are the homeowners in LA now. Boston people, because they got gentrified a long time ago. Those cities were very expensive a long time ago. So we were just, like those West Coast dudes, kind of slow, had Jerry curls, didn't know what was up. And we were the Atlanteans then. So we got gentrified out our neighborhoods. Our parents was from the South, and, they did as best they could with little information from their parents that they got from the South. So, I've seen this before, so I know what's up. And for all y'all who, are upset, you from Atlanta and see this video and you be saying we fooled, it's just, we've been through it too. It happens. Just learn from it. Just learn from it. Oh, man. Sun is setting, man. The sun is staying out longer. So, when the sun stays out longer, that warms up. That's what summer is about. The winters, get colder because you don't have as much sun. The sun goes down faster. If the sun stayed up for 8 hours, even in Toronto or a place like that, it'll be warmer. So it's interesting how Mother Nature works and creates a balance of the extremities. You can have extreme heat, you can have extreme cold, and then it gets spring, it gets moderate and all that. It's just a balance. Life is such a balance. Life is like weather. You're going to have rainy days. You're going to have sunny days. You're going to have overcast days. How are you going to adjust? That's what I'm about. I'm constantly always, hey, Jay, how are you going to adjust? How are you going to help your people with visibility? That's what I'm trying to get good at. I'm trying to get better at being positive instead of being so negative. I'm learning like everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a perfect dude. But one thing I'm not about is taking people money and doing people wrong. And that's just, I'm not, excuse me, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. I don't cheat people out. If you ever hear Jay Hadwin, it's cheating people out, it's a lie. I'm not going to do that. I'll go broke before I do that, because it's a such thing as karma. And a lot of people don't believe in it, but I know that karma is karma. You do some wrong to people, it's going to come back to you. It's going to take a minute, but it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you. So that's why when I talk about, 1% of African American population, 500,000, we put $10 in a month, and we have 5 million a month, and then we can fund our businesses and all that, and we can have a board, they're licensed. If they embezzle the money, if they do something frivolous with the money, 10 years in prison. We're not playing. This is what we could do, but I'm not trying to take the money. I don't want to be on the board. I want to be the one, hey, this is what my brother Spot is doing. This is how many employees we want that are black. This is what we're going to give to the HBCUs every year. This is our business plan, as in building websites for entertainers, for businesses that have product, black-owned business that have product, black-owned business that have services. And then they allot us the money. That's a grant, a real grant, and we don't have to pay it back. That's what other ethnicities do. It'd be like 20, 15 to 30,000. That gets you started. So I'm not going to go into the other stuff because it gets deep and it really benefits us. And we don't need to let other people know, just like they don't let us know what they're doing. You know, the Koreans have a system called Kaya. They don't be letting people know how they're funding each other. The East Indians don't be letting people know how they be funding each other. These people, these ethnicities, cultures, and race of people, they don't go to banks. They self-fund. And hopefully we as so-called African Americans, Jamaicans, Africans that are here, we just stop being so divided and stop not liking each other. And the reason why a lot of black people don't like each other is because we're all trying to compete against each other. We're trying to be the best. Why are you trying to be the best? Just work together. If the other culture has a certain ideology, that's them. They're not hurting us. You know what I'm saying? We like, okra and like gumbo, and they like fufu. You know what I'm saying? And we have to make fun of them. Like, I saw this video today and it made me sick. This morning, and it was talking about, it was in South Africa. And South Africans, they're not feeling a lot of black Americans because it's a lot of black Americans saying that they don't like Africans. We understand that black Americans are from here mostly, but the hate has to stop. Especially our people that are from here, that are indigenous, Aboriginal American. You ain't never been to Africa. I have. And they not as shysty as the Africans that come over here, as in you think are bougie. They're not really bougie, is that they see all the videos and all the movies that, a certain community of people that's not us, okay, and have us looking crazy, always killing each other. There's so many movies like Juice. You know what I'm saying? So what are you going to do if you don't want to go back to your country because your country has less resources? They may say, oh, we have rich places. They do, but they want to stay in America because there's more opportunities, So why would they want to get in trouble with a stereotype? See, we don't sit down and really understand before our emotions. So they walk around, they don't want to interact with us because they don't want to get taken back to their country. That's what's going on. So who's creating that like outlook on us? Our blacks are, shoot them up. They don't stay with their baby mom, they killing each other. Who's creating that in Hollywood? Who's bombing Iran? Who tried to kill off the Tsar in Russia, and then Germany took them in, and then they starved the Germans, and then the Germans went off. This is what's going on. Not all of them, but this is the trickery that's going on. Who's capitalizing off us? Who's messing up our image as a people? And this is what I'm saying. So we're competing. We're all competing. Black people are competitive. They want to be the best amongst black people. We're the best Jamaicans. No, we're the best Black Colombians. No, we're the best. Aboriginal American Indians. No, we're the best. FOI, Fruit of Islam. No, we're the best. Hebrew Israelite. Read this. So much division, and they're sitting in the back. They ain't never gonna unify. We did a great job naming them, especially when we named them the Creole. Oh, I'm Creole. I'm not black. Look at all the division, and it's working. If we united and put our money together, the reason why black Americans have so much culture and give culture to the world is because I'm gonna be straight up, the black dollar. I mean, the dollar. The dollar is better than any currency where black people live. So we're the richer black people. So we had the technology, even though we don't. But that's really what it is. Imagine if you didn't have the funds to have just a state of the art studio like Clyde Davis with Whitney Houston or other people, and you just have a regular studio like the Bob Marleys or the Africans and all. That's really kind of all it is. We're all talented. Stop taking yourself too serious. Let's get together and unify the best way as possible and stop competing against each other. It's really silly and it really hurts us. And people who are in these groups, it's fine to know your indigenous background. That's beautiful. But until you talk about people, God dang, at least travel to the country and see for yourself if they shady. The ones that come here are just afraid of us because they've been raised off the movies and seen, with these other people of other cultures, kill our image. They don't see, like, I've asked a whole bunch of Africans, have you ever watched The Cosby Show? No, but they seen Juice. They seen The Wire. This is what they're afraid of. And then you're blowing up the whole relationship. I'm an Indian. My peoples is Choctaw. And I respect my ancestors. But I'll be damned, man. Stop trying to be the best. We were here. We did some great things. We created a lot of different cultures. If you have Black Americans that believe they're from Africa, let them believe it. Who cares? We have to figure out solutions. We have to figure out how to help our babies be in a better situation than just having a mother that making money off the father and got game on how to, keep them out the picture because she's getting paid and she's chilling, which that is going to lower because Trump did some things. So the game's going to have to change. But I mean, y'all, if we had a system where we're making $5 million a month, I mean, just think about this. We could pay Black families to stay together. Like $900 a month. You have you have one child, and that changes the psychology. You have one child in this house. We're gonna subsidize $900 a month to whatever you're making. You have to have, them in two or three sports out of the year to keep them busy, keep them getting used to teamwork. You have to have at least a C average. The kids have a C average. Take it serious. Even though the public schools are trash, just take it serious. Take school serious. But what we should be teaching our children is really how to run businesses. The other coaches can have them, going to school all they want, man, and learn how to work for people. Once our kids know how to run certain businesses, then we have the funding and you see how my brain work? I don't have an A+ student brain. I have a D+ student brain. So that means I'm not apt to work for people and basically take orders. That's all that means. It doesn't mean you're dumb because you're a D student. As a matter of fact, a lot of white men are getting mad because the Harvard white male rate is going down. It's not, going up. And it's more women that are at Harvard now than anything. And then the Asian population is high and the Black female population. But the white male, I think it was Charlie Kirk. He was like, he kind of was onto something. because really school teaches you how to be a worker, not an owner. So, a lot of the white guys are taking heed to it, and they don't like that because they can't really hire them out of Harvard. And a lot of those white guys at Harvard with wealthy families or rich families, they weren't making good grades. They weren't making good grades. They go on like a certain average, so it's like a curve that they had. And this is information from someone that went to Harvard that I know. You know what I'm saying? They be playing around, smoking weed, they don't even take Harvard serious, and they pass them, and then they whatchamacallit, they pass them and then they hire them. And I mean, I kind of don't see nothing the matter with it. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy because why would white men not want to pay other white men? Because they know women want to be stable, and if white men don't have money, women ain't gonna want them. What do you think they do with black men? They need a certain amount of population of white pale men. That's the game. That's why they hire them. It has nothing to do with intelligence. It has to do with reproduction so they can have more soldiers. Charlie Kirk, that's all he want to reproduce more, and he got his girl, the black girl, I forget her name, Cynthia something. She's cute, but she really like white people. And there's nothing the matter with that, but Jesus, she must have had a bad experience with her people. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, because anyone who gets murdered, Martin Luther King, that's foul. You just shouldn't do that. If he feel a certain way and he feel blacks is lazy and all this, he want to talk that, so what? Let him talk it. Don't get upset. We have to be solution-based people. And so what if people don't like us that much? Or Candace Owens, yeah. And Candace Owens don't even like, so what? Not everyone's going to like us. We shouldn't even be out here wanting everyone to like us. Like, that shouldn't even be a priority. What should be a priority is how we actually can solve problems in our community and make ourselves better. Care who like us. We really have to get off of that, because people are going to hate. You know what I'm saying? People are going to hate. And it's okay. It's good and bad people everywhere. I say it again, good and bad people everywhere. We have to just really stop being so into other ethnicity. And it's a lot of us not going to try to admit it. No, we don't care. Yes, you do, because the minute someone calls us the N-word, the minute someone calls us, black people like this, we should be like, I don't care what you think. So what? Now, if you put your hands on me, let's do something about it. We could catch a fade. But let them talk. So what? Who cares? We don't need your approval. Hold on, y'all. I need some lighting. It's going to be a long week. My business, it still pays the bills, but it's not really doing well. People don't have money. People don't have money, man. My online businesses they actually went up. Man, I got nervous. Took a 58% dip. But I was just like, wow, having two online businesses that is what is in the right system with the right people that has the right SEO, search engine optimizer. I'm everywhere for keywords on Google, and no one knows who I am. I took a 58% dip, and I still could pay for 3 car notes. I still could pay for mortgage, utilities, all that. And then what's left over is left over. I'm not bragging. That's the power of online businesses. That's the power. And once our people start understanding that and being patient, A lot of people are going to be more comfortable because AI cannot compete against online businesses, but they can compete against, people. And that's why a lot of people getting fired because they don't believe in themselves. Take a leap and learn. When you take a leap, you're not going to always win. You should be about, okay, what did I learn from this situation? You know how many L's I've taken? And I don't look at it as a loss. I look at it as a lesson. That's why I know what to do and what not to do, because I did a lot of things that I thought would work and it didn't work. Black people, you have to get more patience. Fast is never good. It takes a while. You know what I'm saying? Fast women. Have you guys ever had fast women? They're not good to get with. And they leave you when you at your lowest point. Everything that takes time tastes better. Your food, your relationship with a woman that you really trying to get to know, school, businesses, everything that's worthwhile takes time. If it's fast, more than likely it falls faster or it just doesn't work. Keep living, you guys. And I'm not saying it just to be a hater. Because I'm not a hater. I'm just a 53-year-old man that, been through a lot of stuff. Was homeless, lived in his car for 7 months. Real talk. I've been through some things. I've seen people get killed before I even got in the Navy on 3 occasions. And what's crazy about it didn't even faze me. How that not gonna faze me? I've been thinking about that. Like, was it the movies in the past? The bloodshed, especially Menace to Society. I've seen a good amount of Latino gangster movies. I think it desensitizes us. I think that's what it does. So when I saw it on Venice Beach twice, and I seen it at a party in Long Beach, I seen the blood spatter on a female white pants. Pop! Psh! I ain't even tripped. It was like an hour later, we were at a burger joint, me and the homies, eating at a Yellow Basket. Not a Yellow Basket, what is that place called? I think they're, man, I forget. It's in Compton. But yeah, we eating at a burger joint like nothing happened. Crazy, man. It's crazy, man. America's very violent. Very violent. I'm tripping off my dog. My dog wants to come in and I'm not letting him. Because he'll ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. A lot of people get mad at other people. They get jealous of other people and don't even know what they went through. God, I never thought I'd be a homeowner, man. I was jacked up about, 17 years ago. Jacked up. I didn't know what was going to happen with me. I didn't know if I was going to have to go to Louisiana, live with my moms, save money. I didn't want to. I wanted to make it on my own. I wanted to make my parents proud. Things wasn't working. Kept trying to get jobs with the city of Los Angeles, the county of Los Angeles, and just, it didn't work. And now, I'm 53 and things are going, pretty good. But I didn't stop trying. That's the thing. I didn't feel sorry for myself. America's not, they be, it be hard on brothers. Yeah, they do. But you got to keep trying, and what I'm upset at, like, I couldn't reproduce because I didn't have money. So why am I going to reproduce and have kids if my situation isn't stable, and then a woman eventually is going to take from me child support, and then on top of that, my kid, my male or my female, may even hate me because the mother will turn her against. It's like, yeah, your father is he's a nobody. He's lazy. He's not trying to do nothing for you. I wasn't trying to be in that situation. But if I had, you know, a better job, better career, and all that, I would have had kids. I would have had kids. But I don't really think we should be having kids, and we fucked up out here. You know, because I know for a fact if I had kids where I was living then, they would have been they would have had to go to a school, you know, with a bunch of Crips. And if my girl was pretty, she would have probably had to fight, would have had a bad upbringing, would have had a messed up mind state. She would have got a little crazy. And that would have put a stain in my family's, you know, bloodline. Because my family's from the South, and it's a lot of good people out of my family. You know, my family, out of all of us, we only got one gangbanger, and he a blood from Compton. So that's a good ratio. That's the only one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, out of majority of us, we're good people. We're good people on my mom's side and my dad's side. And I wasn't going to stain that by having a kid while I'm damn near in American poverty. Yeah, American poverty. American poverty is different from real poverty of the world. You know, it's different. It's you know, here in America, poverty is up here. We get upset. That's poverty. Overseas, the poverty is like, when am I going to eat? But majority have their family together. Yeah, they're so poor, but then they see mommy and daddy, and then their environments are mostly peaceful unless it's a war going on like right now in Iran. Most of the people are very peaceful people outside of America. America is violent, you guys, from Central America to South America. I've lived in South America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You are a member of who? Who are you a member of, ma'am? Don't tell me you became a member of my brother's spot. I didn't even think that I had that set up. You're a member of my brother's spot? Dread Rington? Oh man, my dogs want to come in here. Begging. I'm not gonna let them in though. I'm not gonna let them in. Oh man. Y'all like jazz? I can't let y'all hear my jazz because all they're gonna do is say that I can't monetize this video. But man, I'm listening to a little. This jazz is jamming. I love jazz, y'all. I wish I had a stogie. But my business isn't doing well, you know, as it could, still pays the bills. I have to keep my mind sharp. But man, I would love a stogie, smoke a stogie and drink, you know, some liquor and listen to some jazz. But I have to be responsible. You know, can't smoke no tweeds. Can't do all that. Got to keep my mind sharp. You know, I need 2 more passive incomes. I already got 2. No, 3. So that'd be 5 passive incomes, and I'm focused. Edrington. Okay, Edrington. Okay, for sure. Nice to meet you. Hope all is well with you. I'm Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador of my brother's spot. Nice to meet you. And thank you for coming to watch my live. You know, I only got one person in here. I got it right, huh? All right. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope you're having a nice night wherever you're from. You know, the world is crazy. And I hope everything is going well with your friends, your family. You know, it's a lot going on in the world, man. No problem. No problem. And I'm glad I pronounced your name right. You know, I'm not really good at pronouncing names. I'm not really good at that. But we all have talents and we all have things we fall short of. We all have things we fall short of. I'm going to do something new. I want to look at the news on Google and see, you know, I'm typing on my laptop what's going on. Let's just see, let's try to be positive. What's going on in technology today? Let's see what's going on in technology, y'all. Yeah, AI. I knew it. Technology today is dominated by the rapid artificial intelligence AI expansion with massive investments in AI data centers. So what I get from that is that they're ready to take more people's jobs. And I'm sorry to be negative, but the only way that a lot of people are going to survive this, you're going to have to learn how to make money online. You're going to have to learn how to get an online business like me. AI can't compete against that. When you ranking for keywords on Google, Bing, ChatGPT, and you know, you could have like one or two employees that's one's doing the blogging and other like that. You guys could win. You guys could win because a lot of people are upset at the big corporations, so they're going to get with a small online business. And you're going to be right there to get a customer. And I recommend you be faceless because if you're faceless, people can't really hate on you. They could just, you know, check out your service. So, yeah. Man, why you want to come up in here? Just begging. Man, you guys got to love dogs, man. They always want to be by your side, man. Hold on. I'm going to let them in. Oh, shaka. Come on, man. All right. Be quiet. Don't lick on me. Stop. Oh, man. White. I'm on a live. Yeah, so sit down, Shaka. Come here. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. I didn't say come here. Sit. Chill. You just want me to pet you, huh? You just ate your food finally? What are you doing, man? You want to say hi, don't you? I'll let y'all see him. There you go. That's all he want to do. He want me to touch him, and it's an 11-year-old dog, man. I used to breed these. I don't breed them no more. They don't do well out here. Yeah. Good job. All right. You gonna leave me alone now? You gonna leave me alone? Come on, man. Chill. Chill. Go ahead. Turn around. Go. Go. All right. You are really disturbing my live, man. Shaka. Why don't you just lay down, man? Who's that, man? Where's that, man? You got itch. This all he want to look, y'all. He just want to get itch. Spoil ass brat. Yeah, Big boy, you just want to get edged on. Yeah, that guy gave me some great litters, man. Like, oh man, great dogs. But I think I'm gonna start breeding dogos, Argentinian dogos. Great dogs. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I could. Okay, green screen. Let's see. Oh, look at that here. Okay. These are the dogs I'm going to start breeding if I can find them. Hold on, y'all. Oh, snap. I don't have them. That's okay. Yeah, I don't have them down yet. Turn it off. How do you take this off? Oh, there we go. Bang. We back into his house. Thank you. Yeah, his name is Shaka. He old, man. He 11 years old. Real good dog. Protect the house really well. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. Check him out. He over here by the fan. Say hi, Shocks. Yeah, man. He just chilling, man. Really big boned it, man. Run of the litter, man. I wanted a runt because runts, me as a dog breeder, I notice runts live longer. So runts are your most, I don't know why, they're usually the better dog, man. They're smarter. They don't get hip dysplasia like the bigger dogs. So yeah, my American Akita, he's a runt. He weighs, oh wow, that's good. Yeah, my American Akita, and he's a male. He only weighs 103 pounds. That's little. So yeah, Shaka's a little American Akita. And my female weighs 110 to 115. Bougie, we got her on a diet now, but you could tell she's having hip dysplasia problems. And that's going to be a sad day. I don't even want to talk about it. I love dogs, y'all. I love dogs. You know, I wish people who troll would act like dogs. Trollers are the worst. How do you like your Akita? Do you have the Japanese Akita or do you have the American Akita? Because I breed the American Akita. I'm not breeding them anymore, but yeah, the dogos, I'm going to breed those. The Argentinian dogos. Oh, you have a female Japanese. Yeah, those are beautiful. Those are beautiful, man. I love their ears. Their ears do this. They're cute, man. They're cute dogs, man. Akitas are some interesting dogs. They're kind of like more like cats than dogs. If you understand what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Akitas are very different. But I wanted to get on here tonight to just get more subs, get to know more people that are going to sub on my YouTube channel. Let a lot of the new people who haven't followed my brother Spot understand what they're, signing up as a sub. We promote Black-owned businesses. That doesn't mean we hate other ethnicity of people. That's just what we promote because we don't get a lot of funds. So that's what I'm backing. Have a website, www.mybrotherspot.com, where you could get, customized websites built and subscription-based websites built. Female Japanese Akita. Okay. I feel you. Okay. I really appreciate you. Yeah, Fam Bound Podcast. Yeah, Fam Bow podcast. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying, man. This is not for the weak. You know, they do not pay well on YouTube. Also, I thought that it could be another stream of passive income. I've only gotten paid, and I have 7,000 and something subscribers now. I only got paid $255 since I've been monetized. And I do not want to have sponsorships because he or she who pays you controls you. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, it's not easy. Okay. Low Omega Mark. What do you mean? Oh, okay. You're at 107. Just keep going, man. Put your head down. I remember my brother spot had 30 subscribers. That was about 3 years ago. But man, just keep your head down. And what I recommend a lot of people who have, podcasts or I can't afford it now. My two online businesses went down 58%. So I would have my own subscription-based platform, because it's just easier to make money. I mean, let's say, the most a 3-page subscription-based website that my brother Spot could build, let's just say, it's 700 a month flat. Do you know if you're charging $10, all you need is 70 people? No, 70 people, and that's 700 a month. And it's not like you're putting it out there like you do on Instagram. Oh, check me out, follow me on Instagram, this, that. No, you got a whole tech team behind you. And so you're constantly getting keywords that your website is linked with on Google, Bing, and ChatGPT, and people are finding you around the world. That's the real money maker is subscription-based platform. I mean, Netflix does it. Everybody know about Netflix. OnlyFans, Tasha K. A lot of people just not on it. And that's what I'm going to be on. I can't wait to be able to afford $400 to $700 a month. And I'm just going to wait it out. And eventually in about 2-3 years, I have like 2,000, people paying $10 a month. That's $20,000 a month. That'd be the most I've ever made in my life. So it's not saturated yet. YouTube is saturated. Anytime something gets saturated, is less opportunity for you. That's why YouTube's so cheap. People used to really get paid on YouTube, but it wasn't as saturated. The NBA is saturated. So it's not a lot of brothers that's playing basketball making it, unless they are at least over 6'6" or 6'7". They have a chance, and then those players go overseas because people pay to watch taller people. Yeah, people like AI, but they really come to see the Shaqs, the Kevin Durants, the Wembys, and that's unfortunate. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? If Serena was playing tennis and it was saturated with black women, Serena wouldn't even have the accolades she been. Serena's father was a genius. He got them into something that wasn't saturated yet. That's why Serena was murdering people. There's other females out there that's going to be way better than Serena that's black. Watch. They got a couple of them now that's pretty good. So everybody out there, don't get into stuff that's saturated. And that's why I'm trying to get my own J Hadwin life, whatever domain I get. I'm not going to get that domain, but, and then I'm going to get a subscription-based platform because I make more money and I don't even have to work as hard. I only need, check this out. If I had over, let's say 3 years and it went viral and I have 10,000 people paying $10 a month, I think that's roughly 100,000 a month I'll be making. think that's I'm a millionaire then. Yeah, 1.2 million, I think. I don't know what's up with my mathematics, but 10,000 subscribers paying $10 a month. You put an extra zero, yeah, that's 100,000 a month. Let's see. Okay. What's 10,000 times 10? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 100,000 a month. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure. So that's what a subscription, like, you could have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and you barely making, depending on your retention, if you don't have no sponsorship, 100 a month. That's not a good way to live. You got to work smarter, not harder. And so that's what my brother spot can provide for people. And if no one gets on it, I'm getting on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. They already made me 2 gig websites. That's only regional. They're only in Atlanta. And no one knows that I'm black. And I made pretty good money. So, I'm just putting it out there. Don't put your head down, people, my peoples, and think that AI is just going to kill us off. And then, our money is going to get, it's not going to be as strong. The American dollar is going to be as strong. You got to be innovative. You got to look to other alternatives, and you have to take a chance. And you have to not be afraid to make a mistake. So what? That's a lesson. I took a chance when I got out here and got those and bought those. Well, the house that I sold, I came out in Atlanta with some money. And so that enabled me to buy 2 websites. And it was over 20,000, but I got a deal, both of them, combined. And I paid some money, and it gave me my return on investment 1 year and 7 months. And that's been holding me down ever since. I don't have to get a physical job, like a 9 to 5, just because of 2 websites. And I was a D student all my life. And that's why I'm the brand ambassador of my brother spot, because I believe in it, because I can't believe that the shit worked. I ain't gonna even lie. At one time when it was like 6 months, I was like, oh shit, I just wasted this. I could have got new windows at the pad. You know what I'm saying? Sometime in life, you got to let go of your dollar and make an educated guess. And I researched it before, and that's when we formed my brother spot. I really believe in these techs and these web developers and these coders. So family, check out the website. It's www.mybrotherspot.com. You can list your business. If you're a black-owned business, list your business on my brother spot for $3 a month in our directory. I wish it was mine. I wish I could make money off of it, but I ain't get that opportunity. Anyway, and you could get a customized website built. A 1 page for $145 a month with blog capabilities. Remember, a blog, anytime you blog, remember that's an extra page on your website. So if you have a 1 page website and in a year you did 12 blogs, you have 13 pages. A lot of people don't know that, and blogs don't ever die. So it will always get visibility. People will always find it if it's written right. So, blogs are very important for visibility. And that's what I'm learning from the web developer and tech team of my brother spot. So, yeah, y'all, I'm just learning so much. This world, this is a new world, and it's changing rapidly. And don't be afraid. All you have to do is just learn how to adjust. Don't be lazy. Don't be scared just because you had a bad experience. Just look into things and make your best educated guess. Remember, we have opportunities that other countries don't have here in America. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I was eating at a Peruvian restaurant at the bar, and I got in a conversation with this Chinese lady, and she was saying how she didn't see her parents for 6 years. I'm like, damn, why? Why don't you just go back to China and just see your parents, instead of FaceTiming them or whatever she was doing? She talked to them like that. And she was like, well, the administration now, they got the ICE. I don't want to get caught up. She has her master's. She's about to go to New Hampshire and get her PhD. So, and I was like, well, after you get your PhD, you're going to go back to China and, work there. I heard China's doing well. She was like, why would I want to do that? The freedoms that we have here in America and in Europe. And I was like, okay, break it down. What you mean like that? She was like, you haven't heard? We work 7 days a week and we only get 3 weeks off a year. Why would I want to work for that? She said, it's a reason why the Chinese technology is so much better, because they work the hell out of people. It's like slavery. Yes, it's cleaner, all that, but they don't have the freedoms that we have here. Every system has its pros and its cons. So we need to be thankful for the pros that we have here in America. And I'm going to leave it like that. All right, y'all. Keep your head up and like and subscribe to my brother Spot. And I'm out. I'm Jay Havlin, the brand ambassador. My brother Spot, and I'm out.